Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you all doing well. I'm back in the tutorial on how to be the VALKYRIE HilDer. So basically, if you haven't watched the other videos of the other Valkyries, I recommend you go watch them because it's hard to beat this Valkyrie without defeating the other Valkyries and knowing how to counter them. So just go and watch them. There'll be links down below in the description or top right hand corner, so make sure to check them out. Also, if you have already watched this or have already got most of the stuff that you should get, like armor and upgraded axe, you should skip the middle part of this video and go right ahead to when I start talking about how to defeat it, because most of the stuff I'm going to talk about today has already been talking about in the other videos. It's all there for the people who are the first time watching this video and haven't watched the rest of the videos. Anyways, so before we start, I really appreciate it if you left a like on this video and also sub to the channel and leave a comment down below on whether you found this helpful. So let's begin. First of all, before going to any Valkyrie, you need to go to NIFLHEIM and get some armor. So basically all the armors that you need for this Valkyrie is at NIFLHEIM. So what are the armors? The Mist Deadly Armor, chest armor, the Mist Deadly Wrist Armor, the Mist Deadly Waist Armor. So how to get them from NIFLHEIM? Basically you have to go to NIFLHEIM after getting all the language ciphers and go to the dwarf in NIFLHEIM. He'll ask you to get 500 Mist Echoes to get the entry stone for the main chamber. That's where the main shield is. So you go around NIFLHEIM and get some Mist Echoes by just killing the enemies and then opening some chests to get 500. So 500 is so easy. You can get it from like maybe quarter of a rotation and get 500. You go back to a dwarf, give it to him, and of course you have to buy it from resources. So you just go ahead to a dwarf, go to resources, and then buy the entry stone. It's gonna cost you just 500 Mist Echoes, no money whatsoever. So you go back and start collecting Mist Echoes by just going from the left and keep going left and left and left, but be careful not to counter the Valkyrie because she's in there. As soon as you see her, like you can see her in the distance before you go in, just back out because you're not ready for that fight. So basically just keep on rotating and you're hopefully gonna get between 6,000 and 8,000 Mist Echoes in one rotation, and that's plenty. I cannot stress enough, it's plenty for our task here. So maybe 1 or 2 rotations will be just fine. However, if you want an extra advantage here, you can upgrade your axe to the max by just getting between 7,500 and 10,000 Mist Echoes just for that, because you need to open some chests in the main chamber up there. So for the armors, you don't have to get any Mist Echoes to open the chest for them. You just have to open there up there, just open some chests for free and you'll get the shield. However, it's gonna like the sun's gonna say, oh, it's not usable, blah blah, whatever. That's okay. You take it back to a dwarf and give him some Mist Echoes and he'll fix that up for you. Now as for the ice, easy, just get between 7,500 and 10,000 Mist Echoes and go ahead and up some chests up there that cost Mist Echoes. That's why you need that much Mist Echoes. And hopefully after getting all of those and getting like 1 or 2 rotations, easily just go back to the dwarf and you have to buy that last part for upgrading your axe from the resources. And you're gonna get yourself level 6, the max level for the axe, and they're gonna give you a ton of advantage against any Valkyrie. Now I highly recommend you be at least level 7 before fighting any Valkyrie apart from the queen, because the queen like level 8 and you have to be level 8. You don't have to be level 8, but it's recommended to be level 8. Anyways, you have to be at least level 7 because all the Valkyries that I fought are level 7, and it makes your life much easier. Now as for the stocks that you have on your armors, I don't have a specific recommendation for that, because from what I understand here is it's free. You can do whatever you want with yours, because if you got to this part where in the story where you finish the story and you got pretty much everything unlocked and you wander around the world and you learned a lot of stuff, you have a good judgment on what to choose and what enemies to fight. If the Valkyrie were like in the beginning of the story, yeah, and people have to encounter them in the beginning, yeah, I would recommend some stuff to have like stocks. But for this, I don't have any recommendation. Just stock as much stuff as you can that improves your runic, defense, fertility, and strength, defense. That's basically it. And also some stuff that gonna regenerate health. That's what the armors are for. All the armors can generate health for you, so you're pretty much set on your health in terms of if you get like a hit or two from any Valkyrie. Yeah, as I said, getting those stocks, I don't recommend for any stocks. I don't have a specific recommendation. And as for runic attacks, also I don't have a specific recommendation. You can watch my gameplay in a bit here to show you what runic attacks I used, and trust me, they work just fine. Any runic attack hopefully will be just fine with any Valkyrie. Now, as for the sun, what you need to have for your sun is at least level, I don't know what level he is for the bow to get him maxed out, but at least close to a max with his bow, and also 4 arrows. You at least need 4 arrows for this because it helps you a lot with the Valkyrie and gonna take down some flying Valkyries. That's the main tip here. And also for the special attack for the boy, I think the best here is to have the Ravens and the Ravens upgraded to the max because they stun the Valkyrie and gonna give you a ton of advantage to just go ahead and use all your runic attacks on her, and it'll take her life just like way. The health bar will just drop instantly. So that's my recommendation for the armor and the boy.
So why VALKYRIE HilDer number 6? Easily because she only has 3 attacks, mostly blockable, and finally she's easy to fight. More on that later. Like the other Valkyrie, she has a dive in attack, so basically she dives in and holds you and slams your head against the ground. It's easily avoidable just by rolling to the left or to the right, but you gotta see it coming by her flashing red before she does it, so you have time to do the rolling. So like Valkyrie Gunner, she has a launching side attack, easy blockable, but you have to roll in right first and then take out your shield to block it, and then you can use your run attacks. But if you water successful and you blocked in the first attack instead of rolling first, you're gonna get hit because she's gonna just break your shield and hit you with that, and it's gonna take a whole chunk of your health. So just roll to the right first and then take out your shield and use your run attack, or you can just roll twice to avoid both of the attacks and then you can use the run attacks. But this method is not guaranteed to like stun her, so just see what works for you, but I highly recommend you just roll to the right first and then use your shield and then use your running attack. Unlike the Valkyrie Rifle, she has a dust wave that can launch on you, so basically you just have to roll to the left or to the right whenever you see it flashing red. It's easily avoidable. And finally, a special attack, she can launch at you like multiple ice stones, easily blockable, just have your shield up, but you have to keep your eye on the last one because you're gonna flash red, and the last one is gonna be a massive ice stone and it's gonna damage you hard. So you just have to roll to the left or to the right whenever you see it flashing. All in all, she's an easy Valkyrie takedown, and the only reason that she's easy is because she's at NIFLHEIM, and you don't have a lot of time on NIFLHEIM because you're on a timer here, and so that's why they made her easy, and she doesn't do a lot of damage if you don't get hit. Of course, you're gonna get a lot of damage if you hit. Anyways, so just keep an eye on her attacks and try to use all your attacks only when she's stunned. Don't use it whenever she's not stunned because you're gonna get hit. And also that's the main reason why I recommend the Little Mist armors, because you're gonna give you a lot of time while you're in NIFLHEIM, and the time will just not go down really fast, and obviously after you kill her the timer is gonna reset and you're gonna have a lot of time to just go back, and or if you want to just go ahead and finish your rotation there.
Right now. There she is.
Another Valkyrie.
You're in Niflheim? Of all the places.
Come on, beauty.
And we're done with this one.
Freedom.
Yes. You are free now.
My sisters, have they suffered the same fate?
Yes. But we'll save them.
You were both very brave. I wish you luck. Valhalla awaits.
Both? She didn't even notice me.
Why would she, dude?
If they want to be saved, why do they put up such a fight?